having no Kala Gyan mean that you have no understanding of the Yugas. Having no understanding of the Yugas meaning that you are lost in time. Not only you being lost in time from religious psychosis, believing that the religions that came about in the Dark Ages of 3000 BCE are the true religions, when there was already so much about even the beginning of the Satyuga, which is 3 million BCE ago, which is the origins of religion, Satanandar. Now, having the Kala Gyan have you grounded in this Kali Yuga. Everything that's happening with the president, the wars that's happening, you feel me, the things between Venezuela and Greenland and Iran, and even the things that's happening with the files of Epstein, all of it is the Kali Yuga. So Kali Yuga is about the self-personal journey. Kali Yuga is about the self-personal journey of the soul. Kali Yuga is about how you decide to have your soul evolve. Do you decide to choose the heights of goodness, or do you decide to choose the lows of evil? Just as much as evil is happening on the planet, there's just as much as love happening on the planet. People are happy, laughing with their children right now, just as much as just evil happening right now. Namaste, Ashe. So this is the nature of Kali Yuga. Harmonized chaos. So much good happening and so much bad happening. So you must have perception that you are in Kali Yuga, you are in the Dark Ages. And everything that happens about that is low vibrational is of soul, because it is the Dark Ages, it is Kali Yuga. Namaste, Ashe. So do not become provoked by Kali Yuga. The only one who can save you from Kali Yuga is ultimately what? Kala Bredava, Mahakal, Mahakali, Mahavishnu. How come is it Mahakali? How come is it Mahakal? How is it Mahavishnu? Simply understanding that Kaaliki is the last avatar that manifests of the entirety of God that comes to destroy what? Kali Purush, demon. Kaaliki name is what? Kaaliki, Kaaliki. Not just Kal, but Kali, Kaaliki. Simply understanding that Kaaliki is the depths of Mahavishnu Atma, going back to Mahakal, going back to Mahakali avatar head. Krishna going back to the depths of the Atma as well, but Kaaliki going to the depths of Mahakal head, going to the depths of Mahakali head of the Paratma Mahavishnu, manifested physically, Kaaliki. The mother and the father is one. The only names that will save you at the end of Kali Yuga is ultimately Kaaliki, Mahavishnu, Mahakal, Mahakali. Namaste, Ashe. Namaste, Ashe. So simply understanding that the Mahayugas is ultimately Mahakal. And what is above Mahakal, what is above Mahakal manifested physically, Mahakali, Mahakali. Namaste, Ashe. Mahakali representing what? Beyond time, beyond death, beyond the Yugas. This is why my Kali name is the only name that can save you at the end of Kali Yuga, because she represents being beyond what? Beyond the Yugas, beyond time. This is why Kala Bredava, Mahakal, is the only name that can save you, because ultimately what? He is time, he is the Yugas, he is the Kali Yuga. He is this fragment space of time that we are experiencing. Namaste, Ashe. The origins of God consciousness name is the only thing that can save you. Mahakal, Mahakali. How come? Going back to the origins of the Mahapralaya, the infinite darkness, where time even began from the spark of the Big Bang, where the Mahayugas even began. Namaste, Ashe. That is the only way you can overcome Kali Yuga, is by going back to the origins of God consciousness, which is dominant over the Dark Ages, which is none other than Mahakal, Mahakali, Kaaliki, Mahavishnu. Namaste, Ashe. Within the Paratma, there lies Mahakali, there lies Mahakal, understanding that the Paratma is the soul of the entire universes. Simply understanding that the soul of the entire universe is going back to the origins of the Mahapralaya, the infinite darkness, where the spark came about that created the Big Bang, that created the universe into existence. Simply understanding that that Mahapralaya, that infinite darkness, which everything came about, you have a fragment of which soul is which of the Atma. The entirety of the Paratma is the entirety of the whole soul of the universes. Namaste, Ashe. Simply understanding that the entire soul of the universe is directly operated of Mahakal and Mahakali. Time, death, karma. Namaste, Ashe. So simply understanding that Mahakal, Mahakali infinite space and time. How infinite space and time? Mahapralaya. Mahapralaya creating what? The spark into existence. The spark creating what? Every single universe into existence. Every single universe into existence being created directly from Sadashiv. Periodic Shakti is directly creating the form of Mahavishnu, which is all of the universes as one. That Mahavishnu naturally exhale into the infinite space of time of Mahakal and Mahakali. That same infinite darkness is infinitely expanding as Mahavishnu is creating every single universe into that infinite darkness. Having you understand that Mahakal and Mahakali essence is infinite, even of the Paratma. Namaste, Ashe. Of Sadashiv, Periodic Shakti is the spark of God which you have a fragment of which so is well. Namaste, Ashe. So simply understanding that all these names from these other religions are going to have no impact at the end of Kali Yuga. All these names from all these other religions are going to be simply noticed that these religions came about when the Dark Ages came about. Simply understanding that these religions will have no impact at the end of the Dark Ages because they came about in the Dark Ages, such as the religions of Christianity, Muslim religion, the religions that are corrupt and corrupting the world. Namaste, Ashe. These are the religions that will naturally die out because they came about in the Kali Yuga and they will die at the end of Kali Yuga. Namaste, Ashe. The only religion that will remain at the end of Kali Yuga is the religion that was about in the beginning of Satyuga, in the beginning of the Golden Age. Namaste, Ashe. That the highest states of Tantra, the highest states of technique is obviously being a sadhaka of Mahakal, Mahakali, Mahavishnu. Yes, of course, naturally be a devotee towards God, naturally worship Godhead, but as a masculine, you embody the Father. And as a masculine, you worship the Mother. You ask the Mother for nourishment. Namaste, Ashe. So it is when you embody the Father that represents God, that you are at the highest states of Tantra, you are at the highest states of magic, you are at the highest states of manipulating your own reality, internal and externally. Namaste, Ashe. The heights of the Father is the perfection of masculinity, of the masculine body head. Namaste, Ashe, simply understanding that Mahakal without the physical body head, Kala Bredava, is just the origins of the Mahapralayas, that infinite darkness which the spark came about. Namaste, Ashe. So this is the highest states of Tantra, being able to be a sadhaka of the origins of God consciousness, which everything came about. Not only being a natural devotee to the consciousness of it all, not only the Mahapralaya, but also the spark and the consciousness that came about of the spark, which is the universes. Namaste, Ashe, simply understanding that the universes is the entire form of Mahavishnu. So there's no separation between you, the Father, the Mother, and God. Ultimately, you have a fragment of the heights of the Father, of the heights of the Mother. Ultimately, you have a fragment of the spark that created the universe into existence, Periodic Shakti, Sadashiv, and ultimately you have a fragment of the consciousness of the universe, that same light that you see emitting from the sun, the same light that you see emitting from a star. You have a fragment of that consciousness that cannot be seen with thy two eyes, beyond the electromagnetic wave spectrum head. Namaste, Ashe. Namaste, Ashe. Simply understanding that in a sense you are your own what? Demigod. Why is it called demigod? Because demi meaning not the entirety of God. The entirety of God is not only the Mahapralaya, the infinite darkness, the spark that came about from the infinite darkness that created each universe into existence. Namaste, Ashe. That is the entirety of God. While the Father represents the masculine fatherhead of God, while the Mother represents the feminine motherhead of God. But together as one, Mahavishnu, Smashana Kali, Bredava, Kali at the top, together as one, Father and Mother, Mahavishnu, the entirety of all universes in the spark within Mahavishnu and the Paratma that's creating the spark, the entirety of God. Namaste, Ashe, is truly having a understanding, connection, relationship with the Fatherhead, with the Motherhead, with the heights of the Fatherhead and the Motherhead of God, and the heights of God itself. Namaste, Ashe.